12.
Yo, what's good, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh.
Hey, Redman is in the building. You already know.
Hey guys, this is Emily Peachy.
Shout out, man, to Worldwide Collaborations, man.
I want to shout out Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
Shout out to the Worldwide Collaborations, LLC.
World movement, beyond thousands of movements.
The world movement, beyond thousands of movements.
All about representing each other together. So check this out.
What's up? You want to be a part of this? You want to be a part of the Worldwide Collaboration?
You guys should all be a part of Worldwide Collaboration.
Worldwide Collaborations, LLC. Check us out, man, and check what's going on, man. Word up. I have recently been choosing to be a spokesman and an ambassador, so you will see a lot more of me. Join the movement, man. It's beyond thousands of movements right now and talents put together, all about representing each other together.
I want to join, so...
All right. We're back. Welcome to another Star-Sold episode on the Twisted Conversations podcast, and I am here tonight with another superstar. And so I will be hosting the show, sitting in for Pavani J. Shout out, the show is sponsored and powered by Exquisite PR firm, owned and operated by Nicole M. Jordan, a.k.a. Pavani J. So we're going to get started. Now, bringing to the stage, to the floor, to the platform, is none other than Zoe Boe 69 out of Tampa, Florida. What's going on, my brother?
Just chilling, bro. That's all I do. Just chilling.
Okay, man. So, man, you're a comedian, radio personality, podcaster. You are also a film director, a film producer, amongst, many other things that you do, public figure, dealing with things in the community, helping get people on the right track, with their career. So where did it start for you as a comedian?
Oh, shoot, man. A comedian, man. I'm going to be honest with you. And I didn't realize this till I actually got on the stage, and I'm looking at people on the stage, and I'm actually hearing their stories. I'm like, shit, I probably been a comedian growing up, because my whole family, we just talk to each other. We just chew each other. We call it chewing down here. I guess they call it roasting. You know what I'm saying? That's all we used to do. We still be doing it on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? A couple of us. But I actually got on the stage probably about around 2000. I'm gonna say about 2015 in that area, and that how that happened is I was doing a stage play. I was getting ready to create a stage play, and we doing rehearsals. So one person, she always didn't show up, and she like, you know what I'm saying, she was the main character, and she just didn't show up, but she'll show up 30 minutes, 45 minutes late. So I kind of got fed up of it, you know what I'm saying? So me and my brother went to this open mic down here at Tampa Improv. And he was like, get on the stage. I said, man, I ain't going on that damn stage. He said, get on the stage, man. So I went on the stage, and I didn't even know about the light. You only do 5 minutes. They do the light. I was on that base about like 8 minutes before they finally cut out the sound and all that, because I ain't know nothing about no open mic. And after that, I was like, you know what? I like this, because I can control me. I can't control everybody else being in the spot, but I can control me. So I like... That's when I just started turning myself into doing the comedy.
Okay. So doing the comedy, man. So how was that for you the first time you went on stage? And, was you surprised about people's reaction, man? And did you understand that you had a knack for it now? Like, man, this is something I really can do on a professional level.
Actually, to be honest with you, before I did that, I'm gonna say probably like the year before that, almost a year before that, I was staying on no, it was some years before that. It was probably like 5 years before that. I was staying on 127. And we did a skit called Coming to the Porch. And so you know how they say coming to the stage, blase, blase. So it was this dude, he was he was a photographer, shooting videos or whatever from Tallahassee. So he wanted to shoot some, he wanted to get some content. So I said, yeah, we'll put on a comedy show. So I actually did a comedy show, a street comedy show for like everybody on the streets called Coming to the Porch. So when I got on that open mic, it really like, it wasn't really a big deal for me, like, like nervous, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time you get on stage, you still have little butterflies in you. You know what I'm saying? But once you say that first joke, you know what I'm saying, that shit just go away.
Okay. And so, man, when you started doing comedy, man, was you just doing it all around the Tampa area, or did you go to other places? And how did people take notice of you being a comedian?
Uh, Really, when I first when I first did it, I said I was in comedy about maybe a good 2 months, and I actually started producing my own show, promote my own show. So it's kind
Oh
of
wow.
crazy because yeah, I jumped in. I didn't even know what was going on, and it was like a couple comedians I got, and it was at Pegasus when Pegasus was across from Busch Gardens. That was my first show. So to answer your question, the first one I was doing in the Florida area, Central Florida area, like Tampa area and Orlando area, in those areas, doing like open mics and free shows and stuff like that.
And so, how was that for you? Doing it in Orlando as well.
I mean, Orlando comics and Tampa comics, they kind of stick together. When I say stick together, back then they what I'm saying, they travel because it's like an hour drive, hour maybe 2 hour drive, certain depending on when you're leaving. So then it was all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I met some comedians, and some comedians, we're cool. Some comedians we wasn't. I don't really associate with nobody really. Like I'm that type of comedian. I go, you book me, I go to the side and mingle by myself. I speak and walk around, blase, but I'm not the one that sit up there and be all gossiping in people's face because, you know what I'm saying, it's a job right now. You know what I'm saying? Then it's for fun also because I'm doing it for fun because I do got a 9 to 5 and I do other things. But at the same time, to me, it's still a job. I came to do a job, then, I leave. I ain't kind of really make no friends, it's just connection, network, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. That's it. Because everybody out to get what they can from everybody. So I'm not gonna be that victim.
Right. So, have you did stand up in the downtown districts of like Tampa and Orlando?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
okay. So I tell people that downtown vibe is a kind of different type of vibe, and it's a different type of people because a lot of people in that particular city may not even go downtown, but
Yeah.
but a lot of people with what we call Skrilla money, they like the downtown district because it really gives them something to do on the weekend. So man,
Yeah.
how is it vibe in both places and going downtown, on the weekends?
Yeah, the Ybor City area is a different type of area. It's like comedy in Tampa, I'm gonna be honest with you. Comedy in Tampa is, what I'm saying, depending on where you go at, what I'm saying, you got different type of comedians. You got your hood comedians, and they call it urban. I don't believe in that word, urban, so I don't believe in that. So I'm just say hood. You got your hood comedians, then you got your hillbilly comedians, and then you got your corporate comedians. So you just gotta pick and choose where you at, cause you go to certain places, you might be like, okay, we in this area, and then you go in there like my wife, when she came down here, when she first got down here, we got into a comedy because she's a rapper and all that. So we did a show up in Nebraska in Bogeville area. That's over there like cross Fletcher area. So that's known to be the hood area, right? So when we go in there,
Mhm.
it's like nothing but white people in there. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know how to change stuff up. You got to study the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And we both went in there, and that was really her first show, and she did real, real, real good on that show. So you just got to know the crowd.
Okay. So that's interesting that you're a comedian. She's a rapper. and y'all
Yeah.
doing shows together. So how did that transpire, man?
Well, when we met, I know we was both doing movies. She did a movie. She did doing the movies up there where she from in Ohio, and you know what I'm saying. And we just talking about doing some skits and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying. Things done went the way it went. But I used to actually when I was in the military, I used to rap also. So, and I say it like this, and I continue to say, 80% of rappers actually are comedians, and you know what I'm saying. I tell her like that because they trip about Ti. Oh, Ti, he want to be a comedian now. Blah blah blah. Blah. I say y'all don't listen to the lyrics when people be rapping. Listen to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? They joking, they telling jokes. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So yeah, we came up with King's Castle together. We came up to King's Castle. She had antelope.com. I had Zoe Boe 69 Entertainment, and we put it together. We came up with King's Castle. So we do music, movies, comedy. So what now I don't do the music. I don't do the music. She do the music. You know what I'm saying? We got something coming on with the music, but on the comedy level, like when I do shows, I bring on to do what I'm saying, do a set with me. So so if I got a show December 6th in Summerland, Florida, Summerfield, Florida. Boom, she gonna come and do about 15 minutes on the stage.
Right. Okay. So when they book you, you make sure she gets some exposure as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Great, man. So tell me a little bit about what you see then versus now. Being from Tampa, growing up in Tampa, man, like how's it changed so much, and man, how was it growing up in Tampa? Back in the day, man, as far as how people look their life in, and how you kind of view Tampa, man. So how has it changed for the better, or has it changed for the worse?
Oh boy, hey, right now Tampa ain't really Tampa like I know it. You know what I'm saying? Back
Okay.
then when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying, you had your different hoods and a hood, it was hood family. It was hood family. You mess with somebody, one person from the hood, you got to mess with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just gonna go in the hood, oh, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna do this to this person and nobody ain't gonna jump you, you know what I'm saying? But right now, this Tampa right now, your own neighbor be against you. They setting you up. They plotting against you. So it is different. I don't even hang with people like that no more. I moved out the way to myself and all that. And people ask, why you do that? I said, because there's no loyalty no more. And that's how I feel about Tampa right now. You know what I'm saying? I love my city, don't get me wrong, but there's no loyalty like it used to be. There's no loyalty down here. They'll kill you for a dove. You know what I'm saying? Dove sack, $20. They'll kill you for $20. Back then, not saying it wasn't happening back then, but at least it was somebody you didn't know. Right now, it could be your own brother doing that, your sister or whatever.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I will say the thing about Tampa is people love moving to Tampa. They
Yeah,
love it.
yeah,
They love it, man. I know people that visit Tampa like 4 or 5 times a year, man.
yeah.
And
But they,
and eventually they move there.
yeah. There's a lot of people that's not originally right here now where I live at. It's a lot of when they ask me where I'm from, I say I'm from originally from. They say, yeah, for real, this and that. A lot of these people ain't even been here 10 years. They have it. So like the hurricane come, you could tell who really been here, who haven't been here. Because you could have a hurricane that like Helena. Helena didn't even hit us. We just got the rain and a little bit of wind or whatever, right? They all nervous and that. Now Milton come, that's different because Milton gonna hit us. So that's a different story. But when the hurricanes ain't come, you get a thunderstorm, people get nervous this and that. So you could tell who
Yeah.
really from Tampa, who's not from Tampa. You from Tampa, you know where to go at, you know where not to be at, you know what level, your area gonna flood, so you gonna move away from that area because it's gonna flood. So
Yeah, but Hurricane Helena came down here one minute in South Carolina and showed her ass.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It went up there, but it didn't hit Tampa. It went y'all way though. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Yeah, man. But a lot of people like Tampa, and then for those of us that like the wildlife and like the outside, man, the fishing out in your area is phenomenal, boy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, cause a lot of people, man, visit Tampa to go on those fishing trips. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And so, man, did you did you kind of grow up like that, fishing and stuff like that, and outside and stuff like that? Cause I tell people I grew up on the outside, and how they grew up on the outside is totally different. So if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, we was outside. We was outside. Fishing wise, I didn't fish that much. You know what I'm saying? Once my stepdad had died, you know what I'm saying, that ended that. But I got cousins, all of them. That's what they do. They fish. That's what they do. They fish. You gonna find your spot, fishing spot. But the worst thing you could do is tell one person about your fishing spot, and that's it. You don't have no fishing spot no more. They done took all the fish. You know what I'm saying? That's your fishing
Right,
spot. So.
right, right. And so the reason why I asked you that, man, with you being a writer and such a creative writer, man, I think that'll be a kind of good script. The key in them, like a like a comedy fishing type series. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. Actually, I had an idea because my cousin got a boat. Well, one of my cousins got a boat. Another cousin, my cousin boyfriend, a fiance, whatever, they got a boat. But I'm actually writing something. Gonna get something together about that. Just like you said, fishing trip or whatever. But it's gonna be on the boat. So that's gonna be in the near future. Probably about 2 years because I got a lot of stuff going on now. But that's gonna be about 2 years because it's something different.
Right, 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 right. Of course, of course. And so with that being said, man, you do radio and you do podcasting, man. Tell me about the radio.
Yeah, the radio and podcast goes together. I started BFAM 109.6 about 5 years ago. And my homeboy from Atlanta, he's a comedian, Otis O'Dog. He uh he gave me a call and he's like, yo, Zoe B. He called me Zoe B. Zoe Boy. He said Zoe Boy. He called me that and he was like, I got this dude that on his radio station, we got a show called You Guys Are the Worst. Do you want to be a guest on it? So I said, yeah, I don't care. So I got on the podcast and the dude asked me to come back. So a couple months later, me and my wife started our own podcast called Speak That Shyt. So it's a radio podcast. It's on the radio, but it's a podcast also. So while
Okay.
we streaming it live on the radio, we streaming on StreamYard at the same time. So you got the radio people listening on the radio on the device, and they also can see us and comment in and join in. So like I said, we did that about over 5 years ago. So with You Guys Are the Worst, which I'm still doing that show. I'm co-hosted now, and I host Speak That Shyt. Me and my wife does that.
So man, speak that shit. So why did you guys name it that, man? That's kind of raw and uncut, man. You talking about speak that shit. So that's like, man, we ain't holding nothing back. Say what you gonna say. Let's get it.
And that's how we're doing it because we got tired of Facebook saying what you can't say, what you can't say. Every month I'm going to Facebook jail and got to wait 10 days and another days and 30 days and over something that's minor. Then they'll go back and get something said last year and give you a violation for that. I mean, that's shit old. So this right here,
Right.
I still got to monitor the group though, because certain things you ain't gonna say, and then we also don't allow nobody sitting up there actually dogging nobody. We like on our page is like we grown. We can't disagree with each other and have respect for each other. And that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. So man, I actually, man, I work with Big V of the Nappy Roots
Yeah.
PR team, so I'm very familiar with speak that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So man, how did you get into the film producing, the film directing, and the writing, man? Like what was the first initial step that got you into that?
I would say probably about 2006. I've written 2 books. I've written a book. First, I read a book called what it called Slow Dance, and it's a little short novel or whatever. You know what I'm saying, 100-some pages or whatever. And and I actually gonna, like I said, do a play on that, but I didn't do it. So when I was doing the play, and that was after that I was doing the play, and I was telling you about people ain't showing up and all that. What happened is 2000. No, this is before the play. It was 2013. I already written the play, but I wasn't producing it yet. I wrote a movie called 127 Hood Story, and it was about where I lived there. I lived on 127 at the time, you know, and I lived there for about like 10 years. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on 127 that people don't even know about. It was a lot of stuff going on there. So I written I read a little script, and I taught myself writing the scripts. I looked at, back then I was looking on Google and all that, pulling up templates on how to do it and all. I wasn't using YouTube back then. And, you know, I see that you got to do this, you got to do that. And, you know, I was like taking notes, taking little online classes about it. So I kind of self-taught myself. And this dude came up and he was like, hey, you want to film that? We could film that, you know what I'm saying? You charge this, he charged that. So you know what I'm saying? I paid him, and he actually, I didn't direct it because I was going to school at the time. So when it came out all right for my first film, but it wasn't it wasn't how I wanted it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was because, you know, I wasn't there to actually direct it and put it together when they edited it and all that. So, and then even though I written the script, sometimes they went off the script and, you know, and the other things. So, like I said, then me and my wife was talking, and we got together, and, you know, during the COVID, we shot a Debit called Life Matters, and this during the COVID. So, you know, it was a movie about a lady. She got a debit card, and all she do is spend debit cards. She don't like spending cash, and she loses her card. So once she misplaced her card, she went from like a beautiful queen to an ugly duckling. Her life just got torn up, you know. So, but I'm shooting the film. I'm actually shooting the film while she's acting. I'm in the film also here and there, but I'm actually shooting it. So that what got me into it. And so, you know, we did that. Then we went to church sessions. Now we're working on Pretentious now, and Ride Out. So, and then you learn what you did wrong. So like with Debit Card Life Matters, I see what I did wrong. The lighting should have been better and all that. So when I did church sessions, you just, you know, you make things better. You know, you your own critic. We are hard on each other. You know, we our worst critic. We see what we did wrong.
Right.
People like, that was good. Nah, it could have been better. I seen what I did wrong. I did this wrong. I should have set it up this way. I should have angled this way. So, you know.
All right, man. You heard it first on Chatterbox Live with Zoe Boe, man. We'll take a quick commercial, and we'll come back and talk about church sessions. Now, this should be interesting because the topic is very interesting. So, you know, one thing Black people love, man, is some church and grandmama's cooking. So we'll be right back with more messages here in a little bit.
Shout out to the men that just came home from jail and said no matter what the circumstances is, I'm never going back. Shout out to the men that said, I'm tired of neglecting my children. I'm stepping up and being a man for my children, teaching them morals, honor, responsibility. Shout out to the men that say, you know what, I'm tired of sleeping on that couch. I'm tired of using my mother. I'm tired of using that girl. I'm going to step up and be a man for me. Shout out to the men that just graduated from college or going to college. Shout out to the men that graduated from trade school. Shout out to the men that say, yo, I'm just tired of being tired and I need to make a change. Shout out to the men that stayed there, that's raising their children. Shout out to the men that's getting married or want to stay married. Shout out to the men that's taking care of children that's not biologically theirs. Shout out to the men that's trying to figure it out. Shout out to the men because you are a beautiful soul. Shout out to the men that's just being a part of everybody's life to make a change, man. Stop the violence.
All right, man. Shout out to the men, man. Make a change. That's one of the most that's one of the most deep, gut wrenching, speeches that I hear. I started listening to this dude 3-4 years ago, man. I said, man, I gotta take a clip and just put this on the show, man, and do a commercial clip for the clip because it's not too many brothers that you tell shout out to the men to really
Right.
uplift us and just tell us that, man, we are needed, that we are beautiful people as well. So definitely shout out to the men. So, man, shout out to that brother. And now when I went to your IDBM and I see this church sessions, I said, you know what? I wonder what he said in there. I said, boy, look at here, boy. I said, hey, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you laugh. It's gonna make you get mad at folks. It's gonna make you look at folks at your church, be like, that don't even make no sense. Cause that right there go in my church right now. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, black people love church and they love their grandma. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, tell us about your film, Church Sessions.
All right, church sessions is about a retired pimp, and I ain't saying he was a retired pimp, but he's a pimp. He was forced to retire because he was on his last strike. So he decided to open up a church because he still wanted to make money. So he wanted to open up a church. So he invited some of his friends and to help him run the church, but some of them, try to backstab them, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about church session is, if you think about it, I really brought the reality out that goes on in a lot of churches. So, I'm sure it's a lot of church people, a lot of Christian people, so-called. He didn't say that, why he said that, but my thing about it is, where's the lie though? Where's the lie, and what I was saying is, like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying all churches do that, so don't get me wrong, but a lot of churches are pimps. And the congregation is, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put it like this, the hoes, because they pimping us. There's a lot of them pimping us. A lot of them don't want to tell us the truth. They don't want to preach about certain things. They all want to preach about certain things, but you got this whole Bible, but you only preach about certain things, and you got to understand. You got to understand when Jesus was preaching, he didn't even have no Bible. He was preaching out of love. A lot of people don't preach out of love. You preach out of because money. You want the money. You want the money to keep flowing in, flowing in. I don't witness people need stuff, and a lot of churches won't give these people stuff. They need a light bill paid. They need this. Now, on the other hand, I done seen some churches that go out their way to help people. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's not all churches. So don't put it there. It's every church. You know what I'm saying? You got the ones that, you know what I'm saying, you just got the pick and choose. You got to ask God, make that Holy Spirit hit you right. So, and it's a part in church session where I'm actually preaching. I'm actually, you know what I'm saying? And if you listen to the preacher, I'm actually preaching. I'm preaching the word for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people laugh because it's funny, but at the same time, I'm preaching the word. I was preaching the real word, So it's a good movie. It's a
Okay.
comedy movie. It's a good movie. It's telling the truth. Either, you know what I'm saying? It's a hood church. So it is what it is, but it's funny though. It's a funny movie.
Okay, man. And they can watch that on where? Where can people stream the movie from?
Tubi is free right now. It's on a lot of other streaming apps, but it's on Tubi for free. I know it's on Tubi. Debit Card Life Matters on Tubi, and actually next year we're gonna be working on Church Sessions 2. So you got to see Church Session 1 to understand Church Sessions 2, and then you'll see what's going on.
So will you be doing a new casting call for Church Sessions 2?
Yes, yes, it's a lot of people. You got to change up, but a lot of people. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You can't get in contact with them or whatever, but we always doing casting calls. We got a lot of movies
Okay.
going on. If you go on the website and just go on the website and we always doing casting calls for movies, and not even just church sessions too. We got church sessions too. We're gonna come out. We got Ride Out. We got Justice that we're gonna do. So we always got doing casting calls.
Okay, okay, great, man. So they can just follow you on your social media platforms, or just go to the website and for live updates, and you can learn everything through the website. Correct?
Yes, yes. And another thing about us is we want people to grow. We don't, a lot of movies, movie makers, filmmakers, they look for people that's already stars. They look for people that's already got it. They already there. With us, church sessions, I actually sat there, and there's a couple of people, well, not a couple, a lot of people in there. This is the first time acting, so I had to show them how to act, how to show them how to show emotions, and all that. And it takes time, and that's why we have rehearsal. We have rehearsal, so we willing to work with people. We're not. We want the people. We want, in other words, we want to bring our community up. We don't want to sit up there and people that's already in the industry. Yes, we will work with them. Don't get me wrong now. We need roles, this and that, but we want to work with the people that don't even that just started and all that, having a hard time to get in the industry, so we can help you get in the industry, so we can help you build your resume. That's what we like doing.
Okay, okay, great, man. That's what's up, man. You heard it first, man. They got church sessions 2 coming, Ride Along coming, and many other movies and stuff like that, and the casting calls are going to be open to the public, man. So if you want to work, they want to work with you. If you want to grow, they want to show you how you can grow in the film industry, in the film entertainment industry. So they want to show you how you can grow. So, man, another thing I like to ask my guests that come on, man. As far as the community, man, what are you doing in the community to help, and how do you want to advance? You know, that structuring of showing the community that you can do this, or just working with the youth, just getting inside their mindset, and just making them understand that you don't have to be a D-boy. You don't have to be this.
Right.
You don't even have to have a name in the streets to be successful, or to want to feel like you want to claim success. You can do something totally different and still be an impact on your community, and still help other people be inspired by what you're doing, so they can get to the next level like yourself. So your take on the community, and what you want to do in the community.
I'm always my brother's keeper. When I say that, even when I stayed on 127, I I was homeless for a couple of times. So when I meet people in certain situations, I talk to them, try to lift them up, lift them. It's a lot of things that I do, and I really don't tell people, "Oh, I did this, I did that," because I'm not doing this for man. What I'm saying, I'm doing this for God. What I'm saying, on the real. People say, "Oh, he this, he that." Y'all don't really know. A lot of people don't know me unless they know me. Me and my wife, what I'm saying, we go out there, we feed the homeless. What I'm saying, we got to get back out there, get active again like we used to be. We was there. The police is like really kind of running the homeless people away the area that we go. So you got to catch them at a certain time. But it's more than about the homeless. You got the kids. You got the kids. Like I said, when I stayed in 127, I was raising my son, and I had my nephew there, raising him too. So they little friends that's on the streets and stuff like that. So they don't have no father figure. Either they in prison or they dead, or they just don't give a fuck about them. So I just like, hey, y'all come on through. Not like in a friendly way, like you're my boys. You know what I'm saying? But when I say my boys, I consider my nephew my boys because I raised them too. You get what I'm saying? I raised like
Right.
3 of them. So you know what I'm saying? I raised them in the house. So um, and I treat them all the same. When one get in trouble, all of them get in trouble if they did the same thing. I'm not gonna sit up there and say you did it, but at the same time, I still got people like now that call me pops or call me, what I'm saying, uncle. A lot of them call me pops and they ain't even related to me, but it's just that I try to keep out the street. Some you can't. Some you can't help. Some of them still went to prison. Some of them did that. So I was like, I've been there, done that. So I'm trying to teach them that no matter what you did in your past, you can always change. You can
Right.
always change. You got to do things for yourself. Don't depend on nobody else. You got to depend on you, because you got to do things first. You got to worry about you first. Do you. And another thing I try to teach these young men is don't depend on no woman to take care of you, because that's your job. He gives it, your job is to take care of your woman, not your woman to take care of you. So,
That's
they look
right.
at me and how I do my thing, and I live by example, sometimes I blow a fuse, like I say, ain't nobody perfect. We far from perfect, but when you're wrong, you go back and you apologize. And that's what I do.
I
So
can dig it. I
it's
can
a
dig
lot
it,
of
man.
things we doing. My wife and us and I, but it's more than my wife. She doing a girls summit. She did it in Toledo last year. She doing it down here in Tampa, down there in Riverview area, teen summit. It's a girls teen summit, ages I believe 9 to 17. She had guest speakers and all that. And it's It's an event, the talk to the little girls, the young girls about life, beware boys, and bullying. There's a lot of things they talk about, and with the girls to look out for each other, because you got to look out for each other. So there's a lot
Right.
of things she teaches the little girls, the younger girls, but what we're gonna do also, because she's doing the girls team summit, I said, you know what, we're doing the girls team summit in March, so in June, let's go ahead and do a boys team summit from 9 to 17. Also, because a lot of these young guys, they need that guidance. You know what I'm saying? And the people that we get in to speak is these people that have been down that hard road. They wasn't they didn't grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth. So so the kids can relate to what they've been through. Some of them done been to prison and got out, and they doing a job, got their own job, they got their own. Because people like oh, they've been to prison, they bad. Sometimes people don't understand. Sometimes prison save people. What you mean by that? What you mean by that? Because sometimes people go down the wrong road, and they keep going down that wrong road and keep going down that wrong road. When they get locked up, they feel like, you know what? I don't want to be here. This ain't my lifestyle. So
Man,
yeah,
I got several homeboys that tell me to this day, boy, I ain't glad I went, but God know what he was doing.
yeah,
So therefore, man, if I hadn't have been in there, I would have probably been dead. And so
yeah,
that
right,
saved my life. You know what I mean? So I've heard people say that before, and you're
right,
absolutely right on that. You know,
yeah.
people say that a lot, man. So with that being said, man, shout out to your wife for the for the female team summit, and shout out for you for doing that male summit in June. So um we'll take another quick commercial break, and we're gonna talk about more about this male summit when we return with none other than my boy, comedian himself, Zoe Boe, Tampa, Florida. Stay tuned for more important messages.
I'm tired of lying, and it's getting plain to see. I done tried hard to deny, but this woman changing me. Might go to the clubs, but I leave kinda early, and I don't drink and drive, but chug and jive, so my woman ain't gotta worry. No, no. See, I can't be playing with her heart or playing with her mind. We ain't getting no younger, can't play with my time. And I know she miss me and can't wait to kiss me. So I might be invited tonight.
You ain't gotta look for me.
I might be invited tonight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, we're back again, man. exquisite conversation. And that was my man Too Smooth out of Mississippi. Said 10. The title of the song is 10 Tonight. So, he said he ain't got time. He don't shuck and chive and he don't drink and drive. So his woman ain't got to worry. How about that? You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. So we're back with my man Zoe, and we're talking about this Male Teen Summit coming for 2025. The month will be June. So, man, is that something that you're working on with your wife as well?
Yeah. We actually, anything we do, we actually do things together. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the Girls
Okay.
Summit, I'm in the background of it, but I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a Girls Summit, so it's all about women. You know what I'm saying? It's all about uplifting
Right.
women. These young girls turn into women, so they need some positive role models to actually get them there. Right now, that's what we missing. Like you asked me, what's the difference in Florida, in Tampa? That's what's missing. Also, I remember growing up, we in the summertime, they had different programs for kids to go to so they can get out of trouble. They don't have that now. You know, the free lunch program and all that. They go to the park and they don't have that now. And it's you need some people to step up. You need some, you know what I'm saying, take a community to do it. Just one person can't do it. And with her, she got people that's I feel that's gonna help her, you know what I'm saying, go uh you know what I'm saying, get her reach her goal, and her goal is really just,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, everybody come have a nice time and and they enjoy themselves, but they learn something out of it. So
That's right. That's right. That's right. It's always gonna be lessons in your blessings. So
yeah.
always gonna be lessons in your blessings, man. So with that, man, this team summit, as far as male and females go, it really made me want to talk about some things. It really made me want to talk about the epidemic of gun violence in the just
Yeah.
spreading across America like a rapid wildfire. And so,
Right,
man,
right.
how do we stop this gun violence? Because it seems like that children, kids, 13, 14, 15, AK-47s and AR-14s and they constantly getting caught with guns and they constantly, you see them on the news for murder one and stuff like that, man. So what has happened? Why is it that a kid can get a gun before they can get a meal nowadays?
Because that's how the government set it up. And you know what I'm saying? The government set it up, and I'm gonna be honest with you, they set it up in our community for it to happen like that. That's why they stop chastising your kid. They want to chastise your child instead of you chastising your child, and that's the thing about it, because they get paid by prison. Prison, you send a person to prison, they getting paid. You get free labor, almost free labor. There's a lot of things you're getting out of this, so that's what they're doing. But at the same time, you institutionalize these young kids because you're not giving them a chance. And I ain't gonna say all kids are innocent, because nobody's innocent, but at the same time, when you get different programs, you get some big brothers out there that's actually trying to be in these kids' life. And then, you know what I'm saying, and another thing the government doing, and I'm gonna blame the women too. I'm gonna blame y'all for this, because y'all let the government trick y'all doing this. Y'all y'all let the government trick the kids' fathers off the streets. When I say y'all trick them off the street with this child support junk and all this and that, you taking their license, they've got no license, how they gonna work? You ain't getting paid enough for child support, but this man got to live also. So if he giving you what he can give you, but you want more, and you helping the government send the black man, the Hispanic man, and all that to prison, and then when they come out, you got what you got. You got the young men in gangs, they doing this and doing that because they don't got no role model. All the role models in prison.
Mm, mm, mm. Man, you said a mouthful, man. You said a mouthful, and it seems like before you get better, it's getting worse. But I do commend the men like you that stand up and be a real man, to be a father, to be a mentor, and most of all, man, these young cats need somebody who can listen to them, a listening ear,
Mhm.
and so they can have somebody to tell them what's right, but they also have somebody who they can come to in confidence, who they can
Mhm.
confide in, and that's what's more important than anything, man. And so I salute you for that, man. So So we almost out of time here, man. So I want you to give your shouts out, tell people they can find you at, and announce any up and coming projects that you may have.
All right, Zobo69. You go on Facebook, Alonzo Zobo Brock, or go on Instagram or TikTok, KingsCastle ENT. TikTok, we booming on TikTok, KingsCastle ENT. Catch us out Tubi. We got 2 shows on Tubi, 2 movies on Tubi. That's Church Sessions and Debit Card Life Matters. And next year we're doing our comedy entertainment tour, which is comedy, rap, music, and all that. So it's a family thing. So you can check us out at Zobo69 Comedy Entertainment Tour, and it's gonna be next year coming to your city. So check us out.
All right. You heard it first, man. Exquisite Conversations podcast, man. Powered by Exquisite PR Firm. Shout out to the boss lady, Nicole M. Jordan, CEO and founder of Exquisite PR Firm, founder and owning CEO of Exquisite Conversations podcast. Man, you know how she do. She's out making some new deals happen, getting some new connections. And so, it's a pleasure for me to stand in for her and to really bring you forthcoming news with people like, Zoe Boe, man. People that's really doing something positive, people that's really trying to help people and people that's making an impact in our community. So, I definitely appreciate him coming on. So until next time, man, I want y'all to, stop stressing and understand you got blessings. And no matter what happens, stay encouraged and keep God first. Some blessings. We out of here.
Peace.